Hello everyone, my name is Sonya Harwood-Johnson and I am the director here at the Gorgas House Museum at the University of Alabama. Today, in honor of Christmas, we will be making pomanders. Pomanders have been around for centuries, dating all the way back to the Middle Ages when people believed that sickness came through bad smells. So they took it upon themselves to find things that smelled really good and would keep them close. So if you were walking in the street or anywhere else that you could sense a bad odor, you would have this on hand nearby. They would even invent jewelry where they would have a necklace with a big silver encasing and hang these pomanders from their neck to smell whenever they needed it. Later on, they invented more stable silver displays of pomanders that would sit on tables and would be fully encased in silver and maybe have some holes so that the scents could come out. Today we use it as a form of sort of potpourri, but it was a classic Christmas tradition throughout the ages. So how it works is you take any kind of orange or citrus. You can use, this is a navel orange, you can use lemons, limes, grapefruits, anything you see. And what we will do is we will poke holes in them, cover them with cloves, and then cover them in a spice mixture of ground cloves and cinnamon. There's another mixture of spices. Really, it's whatever you want your pomander to smell like. So we'll start with our toothpicks here. Depending on the type of citrus you have, you can just shove the cloves directly into the citrus, but this makes it a little bit easier, especially since the cloves can be a bit sharp sometimes. There's no right or wrong way to make these designs, but do expect that as the orange and citrus dry out over time, it might shrink a little bit, so you don't want the cloves too close to each other. Now we will take our whole cloves, pour them out on a plate, and start putting them in our pomanders. So once you have covered your orange in these sorts of cloves, there's still some holes exposed, and these are the holes that could possibly get moldy or make your pomander not last as long. So our way to preserve it is to cover it in other spices. Both cloves and cinnamon have antibacterial properties and antifungal properties which will help preserve the orange even more. So once you have your cloves set in, we have our spice mixture here. And you'll just set the orange over top of it and pour the spice mixture in. Once the spice mixture is on, you're going to want to make sure to get off as much of the excess as possible. There are different ways to do this, whether it's by tapping on the pomander, or you can even use paintbrushes to get the excess off. But you want to make sure there's plenty of it in the holes along where the cloves are poked in. Now, you can see a few of these that I have made from a couple days ago. Like I said, there is no right or wrong way to do these designs, whether you want it to be in stripes or spirals, circles, whatever works best. And then if you'd like to dry it to make sure it lasts even longer, you can place it in a paper bag or stick it in the oven at the lowest setting, usually around 200 degrees, for a few hours to have it dry out. But once it dries out, you are able to display it for the rest of the holiday season and have your house smelling just like Christmas.